Her clothes were of solid good quality, and her accent was clear and precise, holding nothing of the soft Kentish burr. He studied the jar. She studied him. "I don't know what they are either," he said, after a moment and with perfect honesty. She laughed, suddenly, and with an edge of delight. "Perhaps I've invented a new fish." He smiled. "Discovered," he said gently. "I think you may have discovered a new fish." She was unabashed. "That's what I meant." She cocked her head, looking openly into his face, her brown eyes narrowed against the setting sun. "What have you done to your leg?" His smile was wry. "I didn't do anything to it. Someone else did." "Was it the war?" The question was matter-of-fact. "Yes," he said after a moment. "It was the war." The child's attention was back on the jar. "Hugh and William went to the war," she said. "They were my brothers, but they were killed." Again, he was taken aback by the frank calmness of the words. "I don't remember them much. I was only 6 then. I'm 10 now. Nearly 11. What have we done? What have we done to our children? Will this little one grow up thinking it natural for young men to die or be maimed in war? He turned his head, looking back the way he had come. On the ridge behind him that lifted above the river, the path had passed a memorial, shaded by oaks and well-tended. "Do you live in the house up there on the ridge?" She glanced at him. "Yes. Tellington Place." "Oh!" A light voice had called in the distance. The child screwed up her face in a fierce and rueful grimace. The voice called again. "Poppy! Poppy! Poppy! Where are you, Poppy?" "That's Isobel. I've stayed out too long again." She scrambled to her feet, shook out the enveloping brown corduroy. For the first time she seemed to take note of the mud and river weed that stained it. The scarlet ribbon was sliding down a lock of fine brown hair. Distractedly, she tried to push it back up. "Poppy! Where are you?" "I'm coming! I'm coming!" She cast a glance at her companion, shrugged with a beguiling roll of her eyes. "I'm sorry, I have to go. I'm late. Isabel's mad. I can tell from her voice." "Poppy!" The child took the jam jar, went to the river's edge, and with infinite care emptied the contents into the deep, shadowed water below the overhanging bank. Then she stopped to pick up the dripping net and set off up the slope to the path that led through the grove of ancient oaks towards the house. "Hey!" Adroitly, the young man scooped the straw hat from the ground with the end of his walking stick. "Haven't you forgotten something?" Poppy accepted the hat with a quick grin. "Thanks. I'm always forgetting things. It gets me into trouble." She pulled a comical little face. "I sometimes think that everything gets me into trouble." He watched her up to the path. She turned and lifted a hand. He smiled, and she was gone. He turned, stood for a long time, watching over the river, listening to the silence. The blessed silence. Birds sang. The water gurgled sweetly beneath its banks. The hop gardens were green and shadowed, glinting gold. There was no war here. No incessant pounding thunder of artillery, no unnerving and constant threat of death, no demand beyond human endurance, no sniper lurked in the woodlands beyond the river. The sky was innocent of danger. The smell of death did not haunt the air, nor taint the muddy ground. This was normality. Was it? Or had that other anguished world somehow become the norm? What was normality? He hunched his narrow shoulders a little, leaning on his stick, favouring his damaged leg. The little girl, whose brothers were dead, had begun to sing as she walked up the path.